get at the starter's gate for the next NASCAR race. We got everybody lined up, ready to go. And we know we are going to win. That's right. But friends, we got work to do. But I'm telling you, we are going to win. And this is the moment. You see, 2023 is a really different year than 2021, although 2021 rocks, let me tell you. And the reason is, in 2021, we ran around the Commonwealth together and we were telling everybody what we were going to do and how good it was going to be for everyone. And in 2021, Virginians came together like never before. Republicans, independents, and a lot of Democrats. Because everybody recognized that where the Commonwealth was nowhere where she ought to be. And everybody embraced those remarkable moments where the spirit of Virginia woke up and we all felt it. We went around this Commonwealth together and we watched that spirit that breathed life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness into this nation, which had been dormant, wake back up and re-emerge as not just the spirit of Virginia, but the spirit of freedom and liberty that will prevail always. Yes. But the difference today is that we now know that when we take conservative, common sense solutions and go to work, it's a lot more than a bumper sticker. It's results. Yeah. Because what we saw when we locked up arms on day one and went to work, and when we wrote executive orders that said we're getting politics out of the classroom. We wrote executive orders that said that we are going to stand strong for the liberties and freedoms across this Commonwealth. We passed bills, we introduced budget amendments, and in that first 6 months, folks, we went to work. We re-empowered parents. We made sure that everybody across the Commonwealth of Virginia knew that when it comes to making a decision for your child, you have not just a seat at the table, but you have the head seat at the table. People ask me all the time, when you look back over the last 15 months, what day stands out? And I will tell you, it was the day that we all gathered on the steps of that Capitol and we signed that bipartisan bill that gave parents the right to decide whether their child wears a mask or not. I use the word bipartisan because we got a couple of Democrats. That's all we needed. But Virginians all of a sudden saw that we weren't messing around, we're going to work. $4 billion of tax cuts, record investment in law enforcement. Yes. Yes. A statement that we were going to raise expectations in our schools and put our children and our parents first. Firing the parole board and making sure everybody understood that we were about victims, not criminals. Yeah. Friends, we went to work. But one of the most amazing things when we stand here today and we look back, it wasn't just words. And yes, it was actions. But the core lesson is that you can take a state that was deep blue, you can turn it red, and it works. I know all of you like data and facts. I love them. Nothing made me happier when the U-Haul data came out. And we saw that in 2021, under that last administration, Virginia was ranked 31st in the nation. That's a lot of one-way U-Haul trips out of the Commonwealth of Virginia. And now we look at the U-Haul data for 2022 and we are ranked 5th in the nation. I had a good week, friends. I had a chance to travel around the Commonwealth, see lots of folks. One of the great young couples that I met came up to me and they said, "We are so proud to live in Virginia, and we are newly Virginians." And I said, "Well, where did you come from?" And they looked at me and they said, "Florida." And I said, "That's the way it goes." You can feel it. You can. Virginians come up to me every day and said, "Governor, I was going to have to leave. We're staying. We're raising our children here. Thank you for everything that you and Winston Sears and Jason Miyares and that Republican majority did." Thank you for everything that local government is doing. Thank you for the new people elected to school boards who are standing up for what's right. We understand that it is so much more than bills and executive orders and actions. It's people's lives that are changing for the better. That is what this movement is all about. That's what we started together in 2021, and that's what we have to finish in 2023. This is putting the cement down on a path that we forged together that now will become permanent. This is standing together and recognizing that while we have gotten a lot done, we have a lot more to do. This is recognizing that until we decided as Virginians to lock arms and put down our differences, we were on the wrong side of elections. And when we lock arms and recognize that winning is a lot better than losing, we can change the future. That is what's happening. I still shake my head in this last legislative session. We had some extraordinary wins. Extraordinary. We overhauled the way we think about workforce development. 85 job categories today. You can just come work in Virginia if you have a license from another state. It's extraordinary. We overhauled the way that our monopoly regulated utilities are regulated. Folks, it needed to happen. We're going to bring utility bills down. Because that's what we introduced a common sense, all-American, all of the above energy plan. And friends, we're getting this done. We're getting this done. And just yesterday, the new history standards in the Commonwealth of Virginia were passed. We're going to teach all of our history, the good and the bad, all of it, and we will teach our children to understand that the foundation of this nation is built on life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness, because that's what our founding documents say. Thank the work that our State Board of Education members, at least the ones I appointed, the work that they did. But I have to say that there was some coming together that happened on that board as well. Some folks that maybe have been on the other side of issues from us, and they recognize that when we have the nation's best history standards that stretch our students, that recognize that it's about excellence, not equity. All of a sudden, we are moving Virginia in the right direction. But then again, as I said, I scratch my head because I still can't understand why Senate Democrats think that parents should not be notified when their children receive an academic award in school. I don't don't understand why the Senate Democrats think that big tech should be able to harvest the data of our children and sell it to make money. I don't understand why Senate Democrats think that California should dictate what car people buy. I don't understand why Senate Democrats don't understand that we are here to protect life.
Amen.
That's why we got it.
Which brings us to 2023. Yes. And the opportunity that sits in front of us, and why I'm so excited about the fact that, as Chairman Anderson just told me, we have a record number of Republicans attending the Advance in Richmond this weekend. You see, there are people who were with us who used to not be. Just last night, I had the immense privilege of giving the keynote address at the Heritage Foundation's kickoff dinner for their 50th anniversary. This kid who grew up washing dishes and taking out trash had a chance to stand on the back portico at George Washington's home in Mount Vernon and talk about liberty and freedom with the Potomac glimmering in the background. It nearly brought me to my knees because it reminded me that at the heart of everything that we have in front of us is the amazing work and spirit that our founders left for us. You see, still work. Washington and Jefferson and Madison and Monroe and Patrick Henry and these luminaries, these extraordinary figures that we oftentimes discuss as almost taglines, they also left us a challenge. See, Washington, when he stepped down after 2 terms and went back to Mount Vernon, he said he was leaving the nation in the hand of the mariners, who he trusted to guide her into a safe port. And what he was talking about was not the next generation of Virginians. He was talking about every generation from that moment after across this great country. He was talking about us. He was talking about the destination that we see in front of us. And that is a journey that we are all on together. That is a journey that will not happen without the collective effort of all of you to lock arms and make the future of our nation what we know it must be. Not one that is dictated by a left liberal progressive mob who thinks they can twist facts and hide truth and secure power. This is our year. We won in 2021. We went to work and showed that conservative, common sense policies work.
Yes.
Virginians are with us. And now we will go hold our House and win our Senate. Now we know that it doesn't just happen because we hope it will happen. We know how to win weight races in Virginia. We know how to do the work. We know how to knock doors and plant signs and wear hats and put bumper stickers on cars. But we have to do it like we have never done it before. Because if we don't, the great momentum that we have gained in the Commonwealth of Virginia will be placed at risk. The great momentum that the rest of the nation is saying, wow, look what's happening in Virginia. The great momentum that we should all feel an immense sense of good pride, not bad pride. The good pride that says what we're doing is working and we should do more. The great momentum that will only be accelerated when we do the work and we do secure our majority in the House and the Senate. This is our moment. And friends, we can do this. We can do this. So here we go. We have a few primaries and conventions and mass meetings between here and there. Want everybody to engage because we need to select good candidates. Good candidates that can win. Good candidates that will carry the spirit of Virginia with them. Good candidates that will go to work for the people that are hiring them. Good candidates that understand that there is a mission to be accomplished. And then, after June 20th, we'll go to work as one big team. One big team. If I could ask, let's not do anything in the interim that permanently damages the team, friends. Let's go to work as one big team, and let's remember that we win this through addition and multiplication, not subtraction and division. We win this by winning the Latino vote. We win this by winning the Asian vote. We win this by bringing people into the party that maybe hadn't thought they belonged. We win this by winning more of the black vote than we've won in recent history. We win this by winning Hampton Roads, winning Greater Richmond.
Winning the Latino vote.
Winning the Latino vote. Again. We win this by pressing to even greater heights the votes we win in our red counties. Just because they're red doesn't mean we don't have to go to work just as hard. This is how we win. I'm going to share two stories with you that hopefully inspire you like they did me. I was up in New York talking to the rating agencies about our AAA rating, and I was assuring them that I was not going to let anything happen to it. And we can cut taxes and make critical investment and be AAA rated and have the highest reserves and continue to grow this state. And they are not wars, they are and moments. We can do both. And they said, "You're right, Governor." I was coming down the stairs and there was a security guard at this building. And I struck up a conversation with him and I said, "So tell me about you." And he said, "Well, I'm actually in a kind of tough moment in my life." And I said, "Well, what's going on?" And he said, "Well, I'm getting married and my fiance, she's pregnant. And I want to be a good dad and I want to raise my child well. I don't think I can do that here in New York." And I said, "You got to come to Virginia." One of the heroes that keeps my family safe in our executive protective unit, Sergeant Chris Francis, was with me. And I asked Sergeant Francis, I said, "Hey, would you talk to this guy and give him your card and just, give him some counsel if he wants to move to Virginia?" About 4 weeks later, Sergeant Francis came up to me and he said, "Governor, remember that guy that we were talking to up in New York? He just enrolled in the State Police Academy." People want to come. Just last night, I was finishing this speech at Mount Vernon, and a woman came up to me and she said, "I need to talk to you." And I said, "Okay." She said, "I want you to know that I used to be a Democrat. And I'm a Muslim woman. I live in Loudoun County. I've seen what's happening. And I recognize that I'm not a Democrat. I'm a Republican. And I want you to know just 1 month ago, I told my family that I was going to become a Republican, and here I am at the Heritage Foundation understanding that I've been a lifelong Republican, and I just never knew it." This is a big tent. Let's go fill it up. Let's go fill it up. Finally, I want to thank all of you. Thank you for the work that you have done. Thank you for the work that you will do. Thank you for investing in Virginia with your hard-earned dollars. Thank you for being shepherds of processes and systems and people who do more work on behalf of the Republican Party. Thank you for loving the Commonwealth of Virginia and being willing to stand up and press your chest out and say, we know what's right. Thank you for loving our nation and understanding that what we do here reflects around the country. And finally, thank you for loving each other. Because when we love each other and we lock arms, we will do miracles. Friends, God bless you. Let's go win 2023.
All right, that's our Republican leader in Virginia, Youngkin, and the Republican advance in Richmond, Virginia. 15 days to my election after June 20th for all the primaries. I'd like to listen about rocking